Hello everyone, welcome to day 144 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. We're starting as black, and we get e4, so I play the Caro-Kann. We get the advanced variation. I can just take here and then develop my knight. I can go to pin the knight. I can pin the knight, develop my own. Bishop out. I think I can just castle here. I can bring my queen to b6 to attack this pawn. My opponent castles. I can bring my queen out to b6. It targets this pawn, also looks at this. I think that's the move. I don't see any ways my opponent can attack if I go here, my opponent can go here. But I could always just go back, so it's not that big of a problem. Queen to d7 is a mouse slip. And that knight move does a double attack this. I can just block. I can also push. I don't want to make any weaknesses on my king. Although pushing does allow me to lock my knight in. So maybe I develop my knight now. Then this would hang, so I think I just developed my knight. This knight is quite weak now, I can kick it away. But now I'm threatening to take her. And queen in. Threatening mate. I can just push her. The knight has to move. The knight has to go here. And then I can take. I mean, the bishop sacrifice would look very good for my opponent. I have to push. Knight here I can still just take. Knight there seems wrong. I can take this way now. I could take this way. I do like taking towards the center with my knight, so I can take like this. I can kick the queen away with g6, but then if the bishop takes, I just take, so kicking the queen away is possible. I don't think pushing my king pawns is a good idea. My knights are quite strong. My position is much better, I think. Although my king is less safe, everything is held, everything is okay. Could slide my queen over to attack this. Queen there doesn't really attack anything. Trading here doesn't do much. I can slide over here to attack this. There isn't any way to checkmate me right now. Maybe a bishop sacrifice. If a bishop sacrifice comes in, I can take with the knight, so that's a blunder. If I slide my queen over, my knight's dead to defend, so it's actually okay. To go queen here, attacking this, putting pressure on this. The bishop sacrifice comes, I can just take with my knight. So that seems like a blunder to me. Although my opponent wins the piece back. I undefended my knight, I can take here now, trying to trade. This move is weak, it weakens this. I can go for this, just to move the queen. The queen has to step here. Or step back. This bishop move looks good. Forcing the queen to step away. So I lost the pawn that I won. And queen moves there. I could lock my bishop in. I think activating my rook right now is the most important thing to do. Could push. Pushing actually seems okay. Because I forced the knight to move. The knight moves here. I push, knight here. I can go here. But then the knight comes in here and that's very annoying. Maybe I don't want to push. I really need to remove this pawn. My bishop is very bad this game. I think I just 5-foot space. I'll just try to win space on the board. Rook over, looking for attacks on this. I can lock in my bishop now, but then this rook aligns with my queen. I can lock the bishop in, which looks good. Allowing the knight in seems annoying, but It's not that bad. I could go for this skewer. So that move targets the bishop, although it has 2 defenders ready. I don't see the idea behind knight to e4. After I take, I don't see the idea of that move at all. I can just take there. I don't see any tactics. I mean, the bishop will be lined up with my rook, but I can just play this. Oh, so the idea was to take with the queen. That was a very good move for my opponent. The idea was to take with the queen. So the queen took. It threatens mate and it also threatens the rook. I have to stop mate. If I go here and the queen takes, do I have a way to trap the queen after I block? So I block queen takes. This move seems very dangerous for my opponent, but the queen will have this square and then the queen will be fine. It's very annoying. It's incredibly annoying. I mean, I think the best move is just knight f5 to block. g6 seems wrong. Queen takes bishop here. The queen goes here. I can actually go here. I think queen taking the rook is a blunder. I think I have b5 to trap the queen. I can target the queen now. The queen's in a bad spot. The queen can't take because of my pawn. My bishops are doing a great job. I can also threaten my own mate. My bishop on b7 is so powerful right now. The queen just slides up. If I go here, the bishop goes here. Could go for this, which could then let me get here, which seems amazing. Here, if the queen can't go there actually. Here the queen can go here, then I can go here. I think the move is knight to d4, just looking for knight f3, which seems so powerful for me. If they play f3, I can take with my bishop. If they play f3, I also just have discovered checks. So they can't play f3 at all. My bishops are so powerful right now. My light squared bishop cuts off the king. My dark squared bishop puts so much pressure on this diagonal. This position is completely winning at the moment, for me. The queen goes there. So now is the chance for me to play check. The king moves. So check. King moves. I have another check. So check. The king, if the king moves here, that seems like a blunder. Because I actually have double check on the king. But then the king would go back here. King stepping there gives me another discovered check on the king. And I can win material. It could give this check. That actually forces a bishop trade, so that's a bad move. Although it is a double check, so here the king has no squares, and my opponent has to block with the knights, and then I can take. The bishop, queen, other bishop, and knight align. This is a disgusting attack on my opponent. 3 diagonal pieces. The only move is to block with the knight, and then I have this move. And it's just a terrible checkmate on my opponent. There is that move. What's my best move now? Can't take with the queen because the knight is there. Could go for this bishop move. But I think the best move is just to slide my queen up to look for mate. I could also pin the bishop. Maybe the best move was to pin this bishop to the queen with rook d8, but I'm threatening mate right now, so queen over. Could just accept the trade, although I think a move like rook d8, queen takes. I think I can just play rook d8 here. If this move comes, I can still just take. Can take with check first. The king is cut off, has to move back. And so now I just take the queen now. The rook takes. Wow, I blundered here, man. I should have taken the queen first. Well, I do have moves like bishop here. Bishop here looks strong. Could just push, trying to activate my knight. I blundered by not taking the queen first. It's a huge blunder. I have 3 pieces though, and a rook. My bishops are just powerful. And taking seems good. If they attack my knight, I just push. If the rook moves, I can push. I can defend my knight. My bishops are doing a fantastic job. Rook there is weak. I think it lets me bring my own rook in. So I can force a rook trade, which then gives me pressure on this. Could go for this move, defending my knight, targeting the rook. But then that hangs my bishop, so I'll just go for this. I'm hitting this. Rook there. This is actually pinned to the bishop. I can just take here. Can give a check. Then this would hang. But check the king has to step here. Yeah, I don't think I give check. I think I just move my knight for now. These pieces are this bishop's defended by my knight, so I think I can actually push. This move doesn't work to hit the rook because of the knight. I mean, I could trade the knight off and then play this, but that's just not good. Trading the knight off right now seems good for me. I'm up material, so my bishop is hanging. Taking that way is good. Can just go here and here. If I go here, there's this fork, so I can just go this way. I can protect everything. I'm up an exchange and I'm up 1 pawn, so I'm up 2 points of material. King over, I can probably just start pushing my pawns right now. I could start rotating my knight, but I think I just start pushing right now. The rook can't come in because of the knight. My knight's always protected. My knight's defended, so I'm always able to push. Rook over allows me to push because the pawn's defended, and then bring in my bishop to force the rook away. And so my opponent resigned. So let's look at this game. My opponent played with a 68, I played with a 72. I had no blunders but 2 misses, 4 mistakes. And although I made mistakes in the opening, I was winning the entire game. I played like a 1200, my opponent like a 1000. So I played the Caro-Kann defense. It's better to, in this position, play bishop f5, which makes sense. Just developing. Because this actually locks in my bishop. And I had trouble the entire game to bring it out, so should have brought my bishop out first. Castling's a mistake. Castling's a mistake. My opponent has a Greek gift. And the best move is knight g5 check. And then I have to play king h6 is a blunder. The best move is actually king g6, because if king g8, my opponent can play queen h5, and then I'm completely lost. e8 is the only move. If check, I can run my king, but I'm still completely losing. So I did miss that there's a sacrifice. after castling, so I shouldn't have castled, but it's okay. Knight back's a mistake. This gives me this pawn. Queen c7 was wrong. I should have brought my knight back. Just to attack this. With the knight, which is more accurate. Recapturing is okay. Bishop all the way back is best. That's a blunder of the knight. Taking with the queen is best. But I just have knight f5, which blocks everything. And if the queen took, it's actually a big mistake because I have b7. Bishop b7, like I said. The only move is queen a7. And then I think I have... Actually, I didn't have b5 because of the rook, so my opponent's very lucky there. But I would have rook a8. And the best move would be just to sacrifice the queen, so I did have a way to trap the queen. g4 is a very bad move because it just opens up this entire diagonal for my bishop. And I play bishop b7. I should have taken the bishop. I did think this was much stronger because the only move I missed here was f4 to block, which is the best move. Rook f to d8 was the best move. I'm just trying to put pressure on this. I play queen up. And so my biggest mistake was I should have just gone into this. This leaves me up 3 points of material. But by taking the queen first, I'm only up 1 point of material. And I'm still completely winning, but it's harder to win the endgame. I take the open file. I can force a rook trade. I should have just traded earlier. Trading here is a mistake. I should have gone for check, which forces the king. After this, the king to h4 is the best move. Then I have knight c5, blocking my bishop. It's very interesting. Then I have these strong bishops against this weak king. Trading's okay. Pushing's a mistake. But I thought that after the rook blocks I can play this, but then I guess the rook can come in to target this, and it's a problem. I should have played knight here, just anchoring in the knight. Instead I push, and my opponent allows me to play b2. And my opponent resigns after bishop b5 because I'm just forcing the rook away and forcing the rook off the board. And then I'd have 2 pieces and 2 pawns against 2 pawns, so it would be an easy win. So that's it for today, guys. A good win. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.